Well, good morning to you all. I'm Maurice Barratt. I've got another Monday morning meditation for you. Trust you've had a good weekend. Looking forward to the week ahead. My little talk this morning is called More Than Forgiveness. Forgiveness is admirable, but we're commanded to do it. To forgive is to set aside the hurt and not hold it against a person. I think we understand that. When you forgive, you don't hold it against the person, even though you've been hurt. And we've no excuse not to forgive. Mark 11, verse 25 and 26. And when you stand praying, forgive. If you have anything against anyone, that your Father also, which is in heaven, may forgive you your trespasses. But if you do not forgive, neither will your Father which is in heaven forgive your trespasses. So that's serious. We've no option but to forgive, or God won't forgive us. But there's more than forgiveness. There's mercy. And mercy is to set aside the judgment, the punishment. So you can forgive somebody, but you can still want revenge. You can still want God to judge them. So mercy is to set aside that. I don't want you to pay for your hurt that you've caused me. And you work towards reconciliation. That's mercy. So there's more than just forgiveness. Many Christians say, well, I've forgiven them. But they haven't forgotten. And they still bear the grudge. Well, peacemaking is the last of the Beatitudes on character. It starts with humility, meekness, hunger and thirst after righteousness, mourning, peacemakers, pure in heart. But it ends with peacemakers. Blessed are the peacemakers. So that's the end of the character of God. It's Christian maturity. It's when you're beginning to be formed in the image of Christ. You become a peacemaker. Jesus came and reconciled us to God. He made peace between God and man. But he's given to us this ministry of reconciliation, of peacemaking. So we encourage people to make the peace with God. We also encourage people to make peace with us. That's the ultimate when you become a peacemaker. That's maturity. That's why we've been predestined as a child of God and justified, made righteous. Romans 8:28 and 29. We know that all things work together for good to those that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. For whom he did foreknow, he did also predestinate. Why did he predestine you and I? To be conformed to the image of his Son, that Jesus may be the firstborn among many brethren, that we also may be sons of God when we get the new body. So that's the purpose. He came and destined you to be conformed to the image of his Son. And peacemaking is the ultimate. It's the last beatitude. It's the culmination. It starts with humility, ends with peacemaking. So please forgive, because you've no choice if you believe the word of God. But mercy is a choice to set aside justice and not want the punishment to those who offend us. You've no choice in forgiveness. You do have a choice in mercy, because justice is one of the characteristics of God. But he's also merciful. And if you want to be like God and administer mercy, you set aside the justice. Well, Stephen, the apostle, set us the example. Let's read it. Acts chapter 7, verse 60. And Stephen, kneeling down, cried with a loud voice, Lord, lay not this sin to their charge. He not only forgave them, he asked for the justice and judgment to be set aside, and they weren't charged with it. Lay not this sin to their charge. So, to close, let me read a couple of scriptures. Proverbs 11:17. The merciful man doeth good to his own soul, but he that is cruel troubleth his own flesh. What a wonderful promise. He that's merciful does good to his own self, his own soul. And Psalm 18:25. This is serious. With the merciful, God will show himself merciful. With an upright man, thou wilt show thyself upright. If you show mercy, God will show mercy to you. And surely we need that. We want God to be merciful, so we should show mercy to those who don't deserve it. So, don't stop at forgiving. Let me encourage you. Don't stop at forgiving. If you forgive people, ask, are you praying for reconciliation? Are you endeavouring to make peace? It's very difficult. I've tried it many times and I've been rebuffed. But you must try and make peace with those who have hurt you and those who you've forgiven. God bless you. The time's gone. See you next Monday for another vlog. Have a great week.